So it looked like it was all over. The world was
How
about
did he
to be
do it,
saved.
though?
Saki told, but right before he was about to give the killing blow, the demon invaded his mind, and he started to seduce this man.
I can give you everything that you desire. Money, power,
Bitches. Yes, I'm in.
You nasty.
I said, your man behind the cam director here with another CJ the Champ reaction, Tengu Shredder Trials. This is a follow-up to the previous Utrom Shredder Trials. There's a bunch of shredders that I just don't know about that's been across the multiverse terrorizing these turtles out here getting mad. Turtles! And apparently he got smoked from Master Splinter too. I have always known the Shredder was not a good guy. I have always known that Shredder was an absolute terror to my heroes. I, however, have not realized how many different forms of Shredder exist throughout the multiverse, and we're about to learn about a new one. I am interested to know if this is a Shredder that I know about, or if this is a Shredder that's completely new to me. There's a lot of Shredder lore in shows and turtle shows that I have not been privy to, I have not watched since my youth and days where I was playing TMNT Turtles in Time on Super Nintendo, Sega Genesis, not Sega Genesis. I just want to throw that in because that was the Biggie line, but whatever. I digress. I say all that to say that, yeah, I'm excited to jump into this and see what CJ got cooking up, what this Shredder was up to. How did he terrorize these poor little turtles? And is he actually going to be worse than Utrom? I don't know. I don't know. The fact that he gets his own trials tells me that he's probably a fucking terror. But the fact that he's after Utrom, I don't know if that's better or worse. We're gonna find out. I feel like Shredder as a whole is, yeah, a terror. He's gonna make the round table, of course. But to have different iterations of you on the round table, it's pretty fucking crazy. So with that being said, we're gonna jump right into this. If you don't know, I've started a radio show called Sauce My Whole Radio. You should check it out. I post the full episodes and the clips here on this channel, but there is a Sauce My Whole dedicated channel over there. Make sure you Google it, YouTube it, check it out. If you want to come to the live shows and be on the show, you got call in on Monday nights. I'll holla at you.
Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, it is
Damn,
time for another
knocked the
installment
Mario cones
of
out
the
his ass.
Shredder Trials.
This
And our
Shredder
next
Trials.
challenger has approached to be judged for the prestigious honor of having a
This
seat
Shredder
at the round
Trials.
table. And that next challenger is none other than the demonic Avengers level threat, the Tengu
What?
Shredder.
Avengers
so
level
we ain't
threat?
gonna waste no time. Without further ado, it is time to continue the Shredder Trial.
Kind of looks like a vampire slash
Exhibit A.
demon, but
Y'all ready, ladies and gentlemen?
That's
I
like
now
Avengers
present to
level.
you Exhibit A, the Shredder from Hell. Now,
Oh,
the Tengu Shredder
that explains it
is
all.
from the depths of hell. Now, I know some of y'all niggas gotta be shook, because first we
I
talked
am.
about an alien, and now we're talking about a demon. I know some of y'all probably thought Shredder was just a human. Well, I mean, the next time
Same.
we'll be talking about the human version, but
Okay,
this
okay,
one,
okay.
however, though, yeah, get ready to strap in. So to understand all of this, we have to go back all the way to 300
straps on.
AD. Now, as we can see, this village is burning, and people are running for their lives because they are under attack by a Tengu
What
that
the
was
fuck?
called the Shredder. Yeah, this big ass Godzilla looking motherfucker was the original Shredder that came from
What
the
the
depths
fuck?
of hell to wreak havoc on Earth. And look at it, he is killing niggas out here frying motherfuckers extra crispy. And this demon just wreaked havoc
Wide
and
bag.
destroyed everything in its path.
Mass
so
properties,
to stop
that's
the
stupid.
Shredder, the Emperor of Japan gathered the 5 greatest warriors in the world. And of those warriors,
4
one of
turtles
them
in a rat?
was none other than the original Oroku Saki.
Whoa.
Yes, Utrom Shredder stole this whole nigga's flow to gain respect and have a higher place in society. So these great warriors were given sacred armor, and they set out to defeat the Shredder. Now, before their battle even starts,
That's
we gotta
fucking
pump the
funny.
brakes because look at this shit. that is a whole village over there that has been burnt down and destroyed. And by my calculations, those villagers are 99.9% dead. I mean, let's be real.
Damn.
It's a demon. He probably snatched all their damn souls. But anyways,
Crazy.
the warriors pull up on Shredder and immediately start to get washed. They stood no chance. Look at this dude and his poor horse. Shredder winded up his fist all the way to the heavens and slapped that
God
all
damn.
the way to the Mississippi River. And look
Shut
at bro
up.
right here. Blood tried to hit him with a mace and chain him up around his tree. But the demon
Really?
said, straight up squash that nigga. So
Oh
the
my
only
God.
person that was able
Nah, this
to
nigga
get
sent him
this
to their
demon
death,
he
bro.
fought was none other than Oroku Saki. Now,
course
Saki
it
was
was.
actually able to damage him. He was so strong, he was able to cut off the demon's arm and actually bring
What?
it to its knees. So it looked like it was all over. The world was
How
about
did he
to be
do it,
saved.
though?
Saki told him, go back to the hell from which you came from, demon. But right before he was about to give the killing blow, the demon invaded his mind, and he started to seduce this man. So the Shredder made him an offer. He told him,
Great warrior, I can give you everything that you desire. Money, power,
Bitches. Yes, I'm in. I'm so easy.
your soul.
so after hearing the demon's offer, Saki took the deal. He sold his soul. So he destroyed the body of the demon to make it look like he defeated him. But in all actuality, the demon merged with him, and Oroku Saki became the host of the Shredder. So they returned to Yamato, and they were welcomed back with a party by the Emperor and all of the people. So the Emperor is up here praising them, giving them the glory, the honor, and all the glaze. But little did he and everybody else know that the worst was yet to come. Because later on, right after the ceremony, Saki, or no, let me rephrase that, the Shredder came back to Yamato, surrounded by demons, and destroyed the whole place, massacring everybody.
Colonel Mischief, come on.
The Emperor? Yeah, that nigga's dead. And over
Murder,
time, he
high
just
treason.
plunged the entire world into darkness. Nobody could stop this nigga, not even armies. They all failed. He became the world's most feared warlord. And on top of that, he was a Avengers level threat. It was hopeless. This was the
War
Demon King
crime.
that all the isekai protagonists are summoned to come defeat. So there was only one way to stop this Demon King Shredder. The 4 other ninjas that used to be his teammates had to learn mystic arts so they could ascend to godhood, because that was the only way they were
Shut
going to
the
be able to
fuck
stop him.
up.
So years later, after they finished training and became gods, they went to confront their old friend. Now, as we can
boy.
see, the Shredder, or should I call him Oroku Hefner, is having a good
Mr.
old time
Bitches.
with his bitches.
The royal penis is clean, your highness.
Until the 4 dragon warriors bust up in his crib. So obviously this man Shredder was pissed. He told him, oh, you cock-blocking motherfuckers.
Scaring the hoes.
Just about to get to the good part. Fuck you, Saki. You betrayed us. Your best friends. All for what, Saki? For a taste of pussy? Oh, don't act like I was in the wrong. Hanging out with you pussyless fools was never going to get me laid. So Shredder attacks him, but the 4 dragons were ready, because with their mystic arts, they were able to keep up with him. So they actually end up knocking this man down. Hell, they couldn't even believe it.
Nah,
So
they
the
look
Shredder
shook.
decided it was time to release his full power. So this man transforms into a dragon.
Demonic dragon
This was
Shredder.
wild. You
What
had to
fucking
think,
Elden
oh,
Bar?
these niggas are about to
Stop.
get cooked. But then you gotta remember, oh wait, these niggas are also gods too. So they transformed into dragon avatars.
Shut
as
the
well.
fuck
So
up.
there was
Okay,
a battle
alright.
with the world at stake. A big ass dragon battle. So the motherfucking Green Ranger hits him from the back and smashes him in the ground. But this man
Pause.
got up and used super explosive wave, sending everybody flying. The Yellow Ranger got flung all the way into a mountain.
Weak
And
ass.
oh my God, look what he did to the Green Ranger. Nigga grabbed her neck and planted her in the ground. Then he threw her so hard it destroyed the whole castle. But the four dragons were persistent. Even though they was getting their ass whooped and getting bitch slapped,
they was really
kept
getting
on
their ass
jumping.
beat,
So
bro.
then the Yellow Ranger ends up turning into Kung Lao. Nigga threw his hat and it turned into a shuriken, cutting off both of his hands. Then they started
There you
using
go.
ki blast.
That's
to
what I'm
shift
talking
this
about.
man's
Yo,
spirit. So he ended up running out of ki for his
sneak this
transformation
nigga, bro.
and ended up falling all the way down to the ground. The Shredder's reign of terror was finally
Legend
over.
failed. Or so we thought.
So the four dragons came up with a plan because they knew they couldn't kill him because this man was an entity. Death would not hold this man back. So they decided
Terrible.
to seal
Y'all
him
should have
so
killed
he
that
would
nigga.
never
Oh, you know what?
resurrect. So these
I
four
forgive them.
ninjas
I forgive them. Everybody knows the rule. If you can't beat him, seal him. It works on everybody. Go Joe, whoever you want it to be. You can't beat him, seal him. I, for one, am always in favor of murder then sealing, but that's just me. I might be wrong on this one. Niggas would tell me, hey, if you kill him, you would release a bigger, better threat to the world. I say kill him and seal his ass. Do both. That's what the mummy would do.
ended up becoming the legendary Ninja
Brendan Fraser.
Tribunal. And their whole purpose was to watch over this man's casket and to train warriors if this man ever resurrected. And they did this for 1,700 years. So
That's
everything
dedication,
seemed
bro.
all fine and dandy. Until his acolytes broke in, stole his casket, and resurrected him. The Shredder.
Stupid motherfuckers. How the fuck y'all let that happen?
Exhibit A wrap up. Multiple mass murders, property damage, multiple
mass
attempted
murders.
criminal mischief, treason of the highest order, war crimes. Exhibit B. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, I now present to you Exhibit B, Dark Resurrection. So, as I stated at the end of Exhibit A, the Shredder's mystic acolytes broke into the Tribunal's temple and stole the Shredder's casket so they could resurrect him. So now we go back to
Let me
present
just
day
say
New
something.
York.
1700 years. Y'all had 1,700 years to prep for this shit. And y'all let his acolytes run y'all pockets? Y'all niggas got soft. It's true. Hard times make hard men, soft times make hard men soft. Or whatever the fuck they say.
And his acolytes are
Ain't no
performing
fucking
the
way,
ritual
bro.
in the Chrysler building. I know this man Spider-Man mad doing this satanic shit on his turf.
What
to
the
resurrect
fuck is
Shredder,
that?
They had to recite these words and say it in unison.
Mickey Mouse. Mickey Mouse.
So using the ancient speech to summon the Mickey Mouse Clubhouse, the Shredder arose from the dead and his body was completely rebuilt into the form
I
of a
can't
demon.
stand these
And his
niggas.
aura was so strong, he blew the place up. So once the acolytes knew this man was back, they instantly started glazing. This nigga Shredder was on some Roman Reigns shit. The first thing he said out the casket was,
Acknowledge me.
Yeah.
"Yes, me lord." So Shredder was itching to do some bad things because the man's been
Acknowledge
sealed for
me.
1,700 years. But also, the acolytes told him about the Utrom Shredder and how he impersonated him for years. And even though
Oh.
Utrom Shredder isn't here anymore, Karai became the new Shredder. So this man was lit and immediately attacked his acolytes. And bro was yelling at him and telling him,
How dare you let those bum-ass niggas tarnish my
Damn.
name?
"Oh, master, we apologize." So the first thing on this man's agenda was to head to the Foot headquarters. And while he was on the way, he decided to cause mayhem. Nigga was floating down the streets and just destroying everything, causing multiple car crashes, blowing up
Vehicular
newspaper
manslaughter.
stands,
Oh, it's
vandalizing that one statue outside of the Rockefeller Center. And my God, this was the worst one. He let this motherfucker right here burn alive in a car.
Oh my god. Murder. Abandoned streets.
This
They
shit was
call
for
it.
kids, by the way. So Shredder
No, it
arrives
wasn't.
at Foot
Stop.
Clan HQ and doesn't even decide to use the door that's clearly right there. Nah, he just blows a massive hole open. So a massive amount of Foot ninjas come up and try to ambush him. But Shredder was about to catch 100 bodies in just 5 seconds
Oh
because
my
he
God.
immediately blows up the entire area, killing damn near every Foot ninja in the blast radius. And it went so quick,
Jesus.
he was disappointed. Shredder looked at their corpses and said,
You call yourselves ninja?
I don't even think that nigga would take their
Put the
souls.
fries in the bag.
So then the Foot Clan deploys every single mech that they have to try to stop him. But they failed miserably, getting eviscerated on the spot. And just look at this carnage, bro. They stood no chance. Nigga right here got folded like an omelet. So Shredder proceeded to get all the way to the top floor,
and
he's immediately met by the elite guard. The same elite guard that put Leonardo in a coma for a week. And you know what he does to these dudes? He uses the Force to grab their weapons, then just flings it at them, one-shotting them. The Foot Clan got one-shot by this man. Unbelievable.
And you want me to believe that the Turtles beat this nigga?
Were these recon ninja trying to seal him, but this did not work at all because this man just breaks out of what they tried to seal him in and brutally snatches their souls. He left their bodies a empty husk. So Shredder was losing patience.
Okay, nah, that's thugging.
Bring your bitch ass out here.
So Karai comes out in her Shredder armor and she is not having this. She told this man,
okay, first of all, boo-boo, I'm gonna need you to lower that tone. Rolling up on my turf on some bullshit. Nigga, who the fuck you think you is? The Shredder?
I'm a psychologist, nigga. You don't think I can read right through your phony ass?
Newsflash, old nigga, I'm in charge now.
So Karai tries to attack him, but bro immediately grabs her and throws her into a pillar. And Shredder was feeling himself, yapping at her and saying,
oh yeah, get on up, you raggedy bitch.
So bro grabbed her and threw her across
this
the room
was
again.
personal.
This nigga did not come to play games. So Karai had to pull out her trump card. She pulled out some holy water and threw it on him. And she actually started pushing him. She had this man so then she puts him on the wall and stabs him right in the gut. And bro falls to his knees. And it looks like Karai's won. But
what?
God,
the one my ass.
Up shit this man did. His helmet falls off and he just looks at her. And her emotions start to get the best of her.
No, bitch!
She's like, Daddy? Oh, my sweet child.
Oh, this nigga ain't shit.
Try to help him because she thinks this is her dad.
Oh.
He turns his face back into a demon and just starts laughing at her. She is legit traumatized. And bro just gets up and rips the sword out of his stomach. Nigga said,
foolish little girl.
You should have had the sword pumping holy water.
So he turns the sword into a snake and just has it chase her around while he's just watching and laughing the whole time she's running for her life. This is a sick nigga. So then he comes down and drop kicks her, and she ends up running into a pole, and the snake wraps her up. So before he's about to deliver the final strike, he's giving her a choice of, do you want to die by my claws or my serpent's fangs? Choose wisely now. So when he's going in for the kill, she makes a hard read and ducks this man, and he ends up cutting off the serpent's head. So Shredder lost all his patience. He grabbed her and just threw her on the wall. And bro floated up to her and told her,
you dare call yourself Shredder? You fucking fraud. Take this shit off.
Oh,
so he rips off her armor, and then he probably said the wildest line in this entire show.
Say it.
His exact words.
Say it.
I quote,
after looking at you, perhaps I should let you live after all.
Yes!
Make a fine slave.
Oh, okay, all right. Look. I was gonna say he's just like me for real. And then he said the slave line. I was like, nah, nigga, we ain't the same on that one, buddy. We're just not the same on that one. I wholeheartedly disagree. I saw you. Hey, look, when that armor came off, I saw that body. I was like, hey, maybe she's not so bad. But to make her a slave, hey, bucko, you lost me. 400 years, I'm out. But she bad though.
That this was on
I don't blame him.
So the Turtles finally pull up with some new mystical abilities that they got from training with the Tribunal. And this Shredder has never met these turtles yet. So he was confused. He was like,
talking turtles. The fuck are you supposed to be?
You see their weapons? Nigga turtles.
So Shredder said to hell with it. It's time to pull out my ultimate technique. So this man floats up and says,
domain expansion.
Yes, this Shredder has a domain expansion.
Shut the fuck up.
It is broken because his domain expansion allows him to raise every single enemy he's killed from the dead.
Oh, goddamn, that's...
So all those people he killed during his conquest back in 300 AD, yeah, he could bring them right back up. along with other creatures from the nether realm. So he has them attack everybody, and they can't do nothing, because every time they take one out, they just rise back up. They were going against an immortal
pretty
army,
fucking
but here comes
cheap.
Karai again, but
That
she
has
got a new
sexy
toy. She
ass.
got a holy water sword. So she starts
Oh,
swords with
funny
Shredder,
enough,
and
that's
she
what I was
actually ends up
saying.
landing a hit,
Holy
but
water
that just
sword.
pissed him off.
Why
So
the
he
sword not
walked her
pumping
down
holy water?
and cut her sword in half. So he walked her down and had his undead grab her and hold
Oh,
her in
God.
place. So he
Those
is about
undead
to
are so
kill her.
lucky.
But Karai's boyfriend, Dr. Chaplin, shoots this nigga with a holy water gun, blowing a hole in his stomach. But this did nothing. This man was truly immortal. He started laughing and just regenerated. So he looked at her boyfriend
that's
and
insane.
said,
Oh, I get it. Is this your girl, nigga? Well, if
Yes.
it is, congratulations. Because you have a front row seat of me blowing your bitch back out.
to be honest with you,
Oh,
I don't
shit.
know how the hell Karai survived this. I don't. She should be dead. Dead as hell. So Shredder blows everybody off the roof, and the turtles and everybody got to retreat. This battle was hopeless.
Damn.
They got their ass beat. Karai got put in a coma and lost all the drip. She has no sauce. But you know where she can get that drip back at? She can get that sauce back on cjdachamp.com with that 2 mil
word.
merch. Link in the description. She needed.
She needed.
Plug on the Shredder trials.
The Shredder trials.
Exhibit B wrap up. Attempted murder,
Murder.
arson, criminal mischief.
The criminal
mass
mischief is
murder,
always funny to me, bro.
assault, vehicular manslaughter.
Vehicular manslaughter.
Exhibit C.
Oh, fucking
Yeah, alrighty,
CJ's
ladies
dumb,
and gents.
bro.
It is now time for our final exhibit. Exhibit C, Hell on Earth. So, after Shredder brutalized and destroyed the Foot Clan in a night, he decided it's time to take over New York. So he makes his way over to the mayor's house. And instead of walking through the door like a civilized citizen, this man decides to break through the roof so he could fly in and assert his dominance. So the mayor was terrified while Shredder was up here floating and saying,
This is what you deserve for those foolish tax cuts, you fat fool.
so he hits this man up
Fucking
and
tax
throws
cuts.
him to the side of the wall. That man's back has got to be broken.
Nah, he
threw
did.
him so hard, he made a dent in the wall. And that man is knocked the fuck out. So you just assaulted a government official, broke his back, and the way his head landed, he probably just gave him Antonio Brown levels of CTE. So it was time for Shredder to enact his plan. He started using his domain expansion to transform the entire city into hell on Earth. It was
he
complete
terraformed that
chaos.
motherfucker.
Some people even got hit and got their soul snatched and turned into an undead monster. And to make sure it
Oh
covered
my
everything,
God.
this man transformed back into his demonic dragon form and spreaded out his domain all the way throughout the entire city. And when he was done, he turned the
Jesus.
entire city into hell. There is a fucking volcano in Times Square. Look at the Statue of Liberty. What the hell is
What the
that?
fuck they
And
turned
Shredder
into?
wasn't even gonna stop here. He was going to spread his domain across the entire planet, but he needed time to rest before he could do it. So the Ninja Turtles and everybody had to come up with a plan, and that
Brain
was
blast.
to form the Avengers. They had to get other acolytes from the Tribunal, Agent Bishop and Dr. Stockman from their shadow
Stop.
organization, every superhero in the city, and Karai with whatever was left with the Foot. So they all go to Shredder's stronghold and start to assault the base. So after they had to fight through floors of monsters and kill the Shredder's mystic acolytes, they finally reached his throne room and he welcomed them in because he wanted to kill them personally because all of them were trained by the Tribunal, the people that sealed him to begin with. But
Facts.
before he was about to attack, Karai pulled out some mystic ninjutsu to start draining this man's power. So this actually ends up knocking
Oh,
him down
shit.
because they finally found a weakness against this man. So this big bastard Hun walks up to bro's body and kicks him and he's like, nigga, you ain't shit. Compared to
Oh,
Master
Hun.
Sherelle, nigga, you trash. But Hun celebrated too soon. Shredder grabbed this man,
Yes.
floated up and told him,
How dare you put your lowly
I never liked
monkey
Hun.
feet on my drip, nigga. You should focus on fixing that bagged up ass hairline of yours.
God damn, that shit is backed up.
so the final battle
Rightfully
finally
so.
started. bootleg Superman Silver Century tried to punch
Silver
him. But got
Century?
blocked
I'm glad he's black, though.
immediately,
What a
and
lame
bro
name.
started breaking his arm and telling him,
My God, your hairline's even worse. When did the Vegeta start coming in fashion?
and throws him to God knows where. Nigga hit him with the Team Rocket special.
We're blasting off again.
So this man
Damn.
charges up a massive key blast and blasts everybody outside of the stronghold. And
Get the fuck out my
coming at them at
house.
full speed on a demon horse with a trident. So this man tries to impale Raphael, but he ended up dodging it, and he ends up getting surrounded by all
Turtles with
8
their
of the
mystic
acolytes
powers.
trained by the tribunal. But he didn't care that he was about to get jumped. Matter of fact, he was filled with joy. He wanted this shit. So Raphael is the first one to attack,
As
along with the
usual.
bride from Kill Bill. But he throws Raphael into Shorty. Then here comes Hanzo. He gets washed and thrown to the side,
Instantly.
just like Overwatch.
Oh.
So here comes Mikey from the other side. But he gets force choked, slammed on the ground. Then he got drugged, hit Donatello.
No,
and they both
why?
slammed on a
Who's
tree
hitting
with thorns.
Donatello,
This man
bro?
just hit a collateral. So then Leonardo and the last 2 dudes try to attack
It's
him. But they
always
get hit by that
Leonardo.
Wukong immobilized, and you just see him get blown up in the distance. So this man just caught like 8 assault
Jesus
charges. And you know
Christ.
what? I saw this
Just
comment on
fucking
my
him
last
up,
video.
bro.
You forgot to mention that these are teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. And you know what? You're damn right. So guess what? We hitting that nigga with child abuse.
The child abuse Rico charge.
So Master Splinter runs over here and he's grieving over his sons getting their ass beat. And while the ancient one is behind
Oh my
him trying to
God.
comfort him, his fat ass gets hit with back shots.
I'm
So the
fucking
Shredder is looking at Master Splinter.
Nah,
and all hope
he's
seems
right.
lost.
Everybody's
But the
pockets,
Turtles'
bro.
amulets end up using the power of ass pull because the spirit of Hamato Yoshi comes out of the amulets,
Who?
and he is wounding this man's soul. All of his evil energy is leaking out of him. So to repair himself, he had to take down his domain expansion and
What?
absorb all of that energy and turn back into his dragon form. So Master
Nah,
Splinter
that's
had
an
to give
ass
these
pull
boys
I've
a
ever
pep
seen
talk.
one,
He
bro.
told them, "Oh, my sons, reach deep into yourself on some Bruce Lee shit and into the dragon." So these boys
Dog.
ended up manifesting dragon avatars just like the tribunal did in 300 AD. So
What?
the fate of the
Okay.
world all comes down
Okay.
to another dance
I ain't
of
gonna
the
lie.
dragons. So they
I ain't gonna lie. This is one of those moments where it's like there's no beef to CJ, right? The all beef to the originator of the show. What the fuck are we doing? What the fuck? They turned into Teenage Mutant Turtle Dragons? Nigga, what? What the fuck? What the fuck is this? Oh my god. Okay, I'm done. I'm done wigging out. I'm done with that. I'm done wigging out. Nah, look. Again, this is no shot at CJ at all. This is a full shot at whoever wrote this version of fucking Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Nigga, that's an ass pull and a half. Like, I'm not gonna lie to you. Them turning into dragons is an ass pull because that's how the originators beat their asses, right? That makes sense. What doesn't make sense is this dude that they use the power of friendship to come in and then sever the soul. Like, come on, ass pull, bro. We should have had that happen way earlier or foreshadowed. Them turning into dragons, which is like the icing on the bullshit cake of like, this is what you want me to believe. This is what y'all wrote that thought was fucking fire. Like, come on, man. What are we doing here? What the fuck are we doing here? Oh my god. That got ridiculous. It got ridiculous.
lands a Kamehameha and puts his ass in the dirt. But this was not gonna stop him. Raphael came in to get a bite just to get bitch slapped and landed on a yacht. Oh, the God, people weren't on there. Then Donatello and Michelangelo take a double facial. Pause.
Yeah,
But here
okay,
comes
good.
Leonardo hitting him with a kamikaze. I hope to God nobody is in these buildings right now because if they are dead. So Leonardo
dead.
ended up taking himself
I'd
out on
been
that
at
shoulder
work.
bash, and Shredder got up and made his way to Karai because she was trying to use that dark magic shit on him again. So he flies down, and the first person he goes for is none other than Baxter Stockman.
They getting his ass beat, bro.
Catch a break. Hey, whatever
my
Shredder
God.
it is, it doesn't matter. At the end of the day, they always got 2 things in common: hating turtles and abusing Baxter Stockman. So
Facts,
he ends up
bro.
eating this nigga, then cooking Dr. Chaplin again. So he is about to chow down on Karai. But Raphael and Donatello grab him by the snout, and Mikey comes in with the spear. planting
With the
his
spear
big
from the
ass.
top
It gave
rope.
Karai enough time to finish the ritual and zapping all of this man's dark energy. So they start jumping, playing ping pong with his ass. And it got so bad, he ended up losing his helmet and his gauntlet. And that is significant because that makes him a mortal being again. So Donatello comes from the top rope and sits on him.
Ooh, the
Then
fucking
after
elbow
pinning him
drop.
down, their amulets end up manifesting the spirit of Hamato Yoshi again. So this man Shredder was pissed. He was yelling at him like,
I will not lose to some bullshit. This makes no fucking sense.
Okay.
it does.
I feel so vindicated. Thank you, CJ. Thank you.
Sits on him. Then after pinning him down, their
I have no
amulets end up
complaints.
manifesting the spirit of Hamato Yoshi again. So this man Shredder was pissed. He was yelling at him like,
I will not lose to some bullshit. This makes no fucking sense.
you all right? It doesn't make a lick of sense. But it doesn't matter because this is on 4Kids. So Hamato Yoshi jumps up and freezes this nigga,
Oh my
splitting him
God.
right down the middle.
I'm so glad. I'm so
All
glad.
right, everybody. We now turn our attention to the board of charges. And my God, just look at it.
Animal
Look at
abuse.
it. Absolutely nasty
on
work.
screen.
Multiple charges with multiple counts. I
Child
think it's safe to
abuse.
say another Shredder, another seat at the table. Jesus Christ. Because this spread is ridiculous. And we still got one more to go. And this last one,
Oh, man.
he takes hating to another level. So before I get out of here, I just gotta thank y'all for 2 mil real quick. Absolutely
Hey.
insane. It's still so surreal to me, man, because I had no clue I would get this far. I was just doing this shit in college for fun and voila. But hey, man, I wouldn't take it back. So I love every single one
What
of
a
y'all.
good
And
life.
until the final trial. The Shredder trial.
The Shredder Trials. Oh man, yeah, I ain't gonna lie. On this one, I don't really got much to say at the end. I kind of got it all out. This Shredder was definitely vile. I didn't foresee him being a demon. He did demon shit. The domain expansion was absolutely insane. I like that they finally threw in the child abuse charges. 4 counts of that bitch, because those are teenage turtles. I know a lot of times like say 18, 19 is still teen, but still babies to me, bro. So yeah, child abuse, rack it up. The ass pulls at the end, like the manifesting the spirit of that dude, total ass pull. Without a doubt, ass pull of the year. Them turning into dragons, actually not an ass pull, but after the previous ass pull, it just feels like it's diarrhea at that point, and that's why it's just like, damn. I love that CJ even said, this is on 4Kids, first off. Second off, yeah, it's on 4Kids. They really didn't have to try that hard. Like, if you made it this far into the show, it's like you already probably watched most of the show. You probably already bought the toys. You already bought the video games. You bought the fucking merch. That's why we really made the show. We made the show so you could buy the merch. So you go spend money at other places. So if you already spent the money at other places and you made this far, it don't matter if we're doing an ass pull to finish this off or not. Fuck y'all. We got that money. Dollar bills, y'all. Get the fuck out of here. So it actually makes sense to me. I ain't gonna hold you. It legitimately just makes sense to me. The ass pull. And that's all I'm gonna say. That's how we're gonna end it. If y'all don't know by now, I have started a radio show called Sauce My Whole Radio that posts on the Sauce My Whole Radio channel every week. I also post the clips from there on this channel where you're watching this right now. If you want to join us every Monday night live on Twitch, if you want to call into the show, talk some anime, talk about whatever, because it is a radio show. It's not a podcast, it's a radio show. So it's very much open to calling in and talking your shit and what you feel about some of these shows. And I just share my thoughts about things that we've seen throughout the week within the community or within anime or within whatever shows we happen to be enjoying at the time. This week we'll be talking about Arcane and whatnot. So if you want to join that, check out the links in the description. Make sure you check out the previous episodes and next upcoming episodes. I'm your man behind the cam. As always, never, ever, ever, ever forget, stay nasty, y'all. You wanna go? Oh, right, I'm really fucking shaking, bro.